Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to your new moon in Pisces ceremony. My name is Jai Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for tuning in live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. And whenever you're watching this video, make sure that you do give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. There's a lot of cool stuff happening here, and I am really thankful for each and every one of you guys. I know I miss you guys too. Let's see who's in the chat. We've got Rebecca, we got Sparky, how's it going? Stephanie, Dawn is here, Mel's is here, Alexa, Christina G, Teresa, Erica, what's up? I know I'm finally live again. It's been like over 2 weeks. That this is a little crazy, but like this is how long I have been in this weird realm of like, you know, being sick and then feeling a little bit better, and now my voice is still like not back. So I'm gonna try to sing today, but I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. Hey Valerie, hey Diana, welcome. Hey April, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. So oh, hey Lindsay, welcome. A couple of announcements I want to make before we get started with this new moon in Pisces ceremony is, I know I missed you guys too. If you want to sign up for my newsletter, I have started doing a moon magic report once a week. I send it out on Wednesdays. And I talk about the moon, what the moon is doing astrologically, what sign it's in, what that means for us and how it's affecting us, and also what aspects the moon is making to all of the other planets. So that is my newsletter. I also released an email about Mercury retrograde, and I'm going to be sending emails like that more often, where I give you insight into your own sun sign and rising sign based on these important transits that happen throughout the year. And 2020 is like filled with these powerful transits. Plus, when you sign up for my newsletter, you also get my free moon astrology guide. And that goes into your moon sign and what psychic gifts you have based on what sign your moon is in. So, also, if you would like to book a tarot or astrology reading with me, you can do so on my website at channelforgrace.guru. And my course, Woman and the Moon, is out. You can purchase it on my website, channelforgrace.guru. There's one of the tabs says online courses, and you just go to that and you'll find the course is there. There's actually a free course that is a 40-day meditation that you can do if you want to. That meditation was put out a long time ago, like a couple years ago, but it's on there, it's free. You can download that and start whenever you are ready to start. It's Kundalini Yoga, so it's also a really powerful practice, meditative practice. So yes, yes. So let's talk about what we're gonna do here in this video. And this is a new moon ceremony. If you're new to my moon ceremonies, will you let me know by putting up a little hand or a little emoji or saying I'm new? I'm gonna have to keep clearing my throat throughout this broadcast, so I apologize for that. But this new moon is in Pisces. And new moons are all about setting intentions, getting clear about a new cycle, where it is that we want to take our life. The cycle of the moon is about a 28.5-day cycle, and we go through this once a month. So it keeps kind of refreshing itself. The moon it's a refreshing energy. It also goes through each of the zodiac signs every month. And whenever there's a new moon, you'll know the next sign that the next new moon will be in, because it will be literally the next zodiac sign. And there's a lot of amazing energy that comes with a new moon, because it marks a beginning, the beginning of a journey. Sometimes new moons and full moons are especially powerful because they align with an eclipse, which is aligning with the nodes and also the sun and the moon. And those are times of great shift. Right now, we're kind of in the middle of the next set of eclipses, I think, is in, when is the next set of eclipses? Is it, I know there's one for sure December, but I think there's gotta be another one sometime in June. Anyways, there's eclipses about maybe like 3 times a year. So those new and full moons are really powerful, but this one is especially powerful because it is in the last zodiac sign of the wheel, of the astrological wheel, and that is Pisces. Pisces is the 12th sign. There's no 13th sign. So when we get to Pisces, it becomes a completion period. Hey Diana, welcome in. This completion period is interesting because it's coming to us with a new moon, which is a new beginning. So we both have an opportunity here to let go and release things from the past, and also move into the future and what we want to create in our lives. Pisces is all about our dreams. So what are you dreaming of? What do you most desire in your life? Now I know a lot of us have gotten a little bit jaded with all of this heavy energy, especially the outer planet transits like the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in January. We're all a little bit tired of like so much shifting and so much changing and so much new energy and letting go, and it just feels really heavy. And I actually just had a session, an astrology reading this morning or this afternoon, and this person is going through a very heavy transition in their life, and it's a theme that I think we're all feeling and we're all experiencing in our own individual way. For me, for sure, it's happening. It's been happening, and I think that we just need to tap into that flow. It's a river. It's a river that's taking us towards our destiny. It's a river that's taking us towards our dreams coming true. And yes, dreaming big. It's definitely time. 2020 is that year where we get moving closer and closer to actually building. It's like getting the bricks and the concrete or the glue, whatever the hell, and actually gluing the bricks together and like starting to build something. That's what 2020 is about. And you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan for where you want to take your life. You have to have a plan for where you're going. This is that Capricorn energy. There's a huge Capricorn stellium in the sky right now, asking us to pay attention and be mature about what we want. It's not just about dreaming. It's about knowing how to get to that point. And Capricorn knows how to do that. Capricorn is the mountain goat that climbs to the top of the mountain. It takes it step by step, baby steps, it always keeps its eye on its goal, and it doesn't give up because it knows it's going to reach its goal. And that's where we can draw that inspiring energy from, is actually all of this Capricorn stellium that's going on. Saturn has passed Pluto. The old structures have been sort of energetically dematerialized. And now it's like we are ready to build something new. We have to do this. We also don't really have a set way that it's supposed to happen. And I think that's why a lot of us have a little bit of fear about it. I talked a lot about this new moon in my Pisces new moon astrology video, which is out. I did it yesterday, last night. So go watch that video if you want more details about the actual astrological aspects that this moon is making and other important aspects between, or conversations between planets that are going on today. It's a really powerful time, and I highly encourage you to take advantage of the energies. And I do want to go through each of your signs and give you a prediction of where, like, to tell you where this moon is happening in your chart based on your sun and rising sign, and what you can expect from this flow, right? From this new beginning. So I'm going to pull up my notes on that right now. I'm going to start with Aries, and we're going to go all the way through Pisces. So if you're in Aries, let me know in the chat before we actually go into the ceremony. Yes, let's do this. We are all master manifestors. We are. Which page are you talking about, Diana? What specifically are you looking for? Hey, Angie. So if you're in Aries, let me know in the chat. So if you're in Aries, sun or rising, look to your rising sign more than anything else, you guys. But also look at your other signs, because sometimes the other signs match the energy that you're going through a little bit more, and that's completely fine. Like, you know, there's not like one right way to do this. Oh, cool, Diana. So if you're in Aries, you this new moon is happening in your 12th house of the subconscious mind and the divine energy, the mysteries of the universe, the occult. It's also the house where we tend to escape when things get a little bit crazy. So if you're feeling like escaping right now, hopefully you can gather up your courage and decide to move forward despite any fear. That's what courage really is. Aries is that warrior. So you are the warrior, and you are going through a journey, a very deep spiritual journey with this new moon in Pisces. And that's where it's going to be affecting you, Aries. Hey, Nikki, welcome in. Hey, Cold, welcome in. You're in Aries, Taurus rising. Cool. So here we go, Taurus. So Taurus sun and Taurus rising. This new moon in Pisces is happening in your 11th house. This is the house of friendships. This is also the house of sharing your gifts with the world. But the Pisces energy is very deep. It's very dreamy, and it's very expansive. It's very infinite. And it's also very loving and compassionate and very sensitive. And you might be feeling this. Also, you guys, this new moon is also happening. So the house that I'm telling you is the same house where the Mercury retrograde is happening for you, because we're talking about Pisces energy. So just keep in mind as I go through these houses that I'm also telling you where Mercury retrograde is happening for you. So the 11th house of friendship. So what can this Pisces new moon bring into your friendship? So this is new friendships for you that are more aligned with a higher spirituality or higher vibration, or you desiring to have those friendships. And so that means that the friendships that don't fit that higher vibrational frequency for you will have to fall away, so that you can create new friendships, and you will desire deeper friendships for sure. It is also a time for you to share your dreams with the world. And as you find these new friendships, you will notice that the more aligned you are with people in your life, the more they can actually help you achieve your dreams, whether it's because they inspire you to do something, or whether they know or they have like a connection that takes you to a little bit closer to your dream. That is what this Taurus sun and rising are experiencing with this new moon. Who's a Gemini in the house? I'm a Gemini, sun and rising. Hey Mary, happy new moon. So if you're a Gemini, this new moon is happening in your 10th house of career. I can give you an example from my own life. So what does this deep Pisces, like loving, compassionate energy have to do with career, right? Well, you're going to bring that energy into your career. That's what that means. In my life, I have been, I have gone through a very major shift, emotional shift, and where I think we're all feeling a lot of deep emotions right now. But I have gone through a deep emotional shift, and now I'm wanting to really step into purpose and allow myself to just, when it comes to my career and my profession, I want to let myself flow a little bit more with it. So you might be having a similar experience, but Gemini and Gemini rising, this is like, how deep do you want to go in your career? And if you're not in a career or a profession that you love, that you absolutely love, but it's heart-centered, you will probably be more likely like miserable in it until you find something that really feels good. For Cancer, who's a Cancer? Cancer, sun and rising, this is happening in your 9th house. Now this is special. The 9th house is about spiritual integration. So you're kind of going through an inner journey, like a spiritual journey where you're discovering new things about yourself that you didn't, maybe you didn't know before. Maybe there's something that you want to learn about in the spiritual realm. Maybe a new kind of, meditation, or maybe you have found a new teacher or a new spiritual teacher, and you're excited to kind of like dive into that energy. Let it flow. Like, just let your intuition guide you with this house placement. And also this is the same place that Mercury retrograde is happening in Pisces. So for you, Cancer, this is a spiritual journey that you just have to be aware of. When it comes to spiritual journeys, there's no right or wrong way to do things. It's just an experience. And through the spiritual experience, we learn to integrate, right? And that is what you're doing right now, Cancer. That's the journey that you're embarking on. For Leo, who's a Leo in here, this is happening in your 8th house of death and transformation. So this might be a little bit intense for Leos because the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, and we know Scorpio energy is very deep. It is, it wants to uncover deep truths that are really uncomfortable to look at sometimes. And it's an energy that is so, so intense that sometimes it can feel like too much. And, when it comes to death and transformation, what is changing? What is dying in your life? What is transforming in your life? What are you moving away from in your life? This is the story of the phoenix that rises out of the ashes. The phoenix has to go through that ego death. The phoenix has to go through that transformation. It literally has to go through the fire. So whatever it is before the fire, which is interestingly enough, this Leo is the fire element, whatever that phoenix is before the fire, whatever you are before that fire, will no longer be after the fire. That's the journey that you're embarking on. There is something that is leaving, dying, and then something that is going to be taking its place that will be closer to more of what you spiritually desire in your life. For Virgo, where are my Virgos at? This is happening in your 7th house of relationships. So for Virgo, this is a very different energy. Relationships, the relationship house is love relationships, but it's also business partnerships, also platonic relationships. It's relationships in general. Pisces is very compassionate towards other people and wants to understand at a deeper level, and is very open, like heart space opened to be in relationship. And so if you have this placement, with your moon, like for sure your relationships are going to change and be shifting right now, because just like Taurus in the house that have this moon happening in their house of friendships, you're having it also in a house of relationships. And so it'll affect your need for deeper relationships, or in a better way to say that is, you are going to feel like you want deeper relationships, more compassion towards other people. You might feel more loving, more understanding towards other people in your life. And that helps with relationships, because when you come from that space of compassion, there is so much more understanding and less conflict. And that's why I think that's a beautiful placement. But also it means that your relationships are definitely shifting, and you're learning to understand people from a different and a higher and a more divine and spiritual perspective. For Libras, who are the Libras in the house? Hey, Christina Maria, welcome in, and thank you for moderating. Hey, Stacy. So Libra is, this new moon is happening in your 6th house of work, of daily life, of your body and your health. So for Libras, this is actually, it's an interesting placement. So your journey, the journey that you are embarking on, is a journey of taking care of yourself, because this is the house where you activate self-care and you make sure that you are giving your body what it needs and nourishing it. And that's giving it a lot of love. And in this Pisces energy, it's definitely taking the time to just be with yourself and to love yourself and to take care of your body. The realm of work that also comes with the 6th house is in your job or in your work, in your daily work life, you are also going to feel this desire to also understand things at a deeper level, but it's like your work might feel like it's shifting, or your desire at work could be shifting, or you could be receiving some very intuitive hits about certain projects that you're working on or tasks that you need to do. You might feel a little bit like dreamy in the workplace. So just, I mean, that's fine. It's completely fine. Like sometimes we need to allow that energy in so things don't get so monotonous and boring, you know? And most workplaces, this could be hard if you have a job that's like very monotonous, because how do you bring in the divine? How do you bring in the spiritual into like work, right? But there's many ways to do that. Maybe it means that you have to, you know, focus more on taking care of yourself at work. And for you, it could be, this could make sense more for you when I'm talking about work. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. But maybe when I'm talking about your body or self-care or health, that makes more sense for you. Listen to that, because that's your intuition telling you exactly what you need to hear in this moment. So definitely focus on self-care and ask yourself, where do you want to be in a month? Where do you want to be when the next new moon comes and we've gone through the whole process of setting the intentions and moving forward on this journey? Where do you want to be when it comes to your health, to your body, and to the realm of work? So here we go. We get to Scorpio. And who's a Scorpio in the house? Yeah, there's 33 people in the chat. I love it. Let me take a little break to check in on the chat. I'm already losing my voice. Awesome, Susan. Glad to hear it. Polished and waxed today. Nice. So Scorpio, this is happening in your 5th house of creativity. I think that's really cool, because that means that your creative juices are going to flow towards you wanting to express your spiritual side, or your spirituality, or your creativity is going to basically take you to, or the Pisces energy, that divine spiritual energy, is going to take your creativity to the next level. That's what I really wanted to say. And so Scorpio, don't waste this time. Like, what do you want to create? Like, what wants to be birthed from you right now? Because this is the time to take advantage of this new beginning for you. Maybe there's a new project that you've been thinking about. I keep seeing painting, like someone painting. I don't know why. Maybe some of you guys love to do that or have a desire to do that. So however you want to creatively create something, you have to just go for it right now. Nice, Diana. I love that. So Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising. Is anybody a Sagittarius in here? So this new moon is happening in your 4th house of the home. And so you're wanting more connection with the people at home. It could be your direct family. It could be, more like extended family if you consider them home or them fitting into this realm of home. But you are wanting to bring more of that spiritual divine energy, that dreamlike energy, that bliss that is also Pisces into your home. And this is creating a home that feels safe and that feels it's like something that is more long lasting than other energies. And so in doing that, what you want is to just lead with your heart and lead with compassion, because we all know that home isn't exactly a comfortable place all the time, especially because the relationships that we have with family are sometimes very karmic. They have to be, like, especially if you have kids, like, you learn so much from having kids. Your life changes from having kids. You all of your darkest, deepest, like, fears come up. So having a family, starting a family is a little bit of like, when you do that, you clear karma. You clear your own karma and you heal yourself. And you're wanting to create this very beautiful atmosphere at home that feels more loving, more loving. And that's exactly what I want from me and my kiddos, looking for a long-term home. Nice. You're welcome. Thanks, Christina Maria. That's right, because in a little bit we are going to start the ceremony and you're definitely going to want to have your headphones. So Capricorn, who's a Capricorn in the house, this new moon is happening in your third house of communication. So you're wanting deeper communication. You're wanting better communication. You're wanting to talk about spiritual things, which is not exactly Capricorn's natural ability. Capricorn likes to focus more on the practical side of life. What makes sense, right? Just, is this step lead to that step and to that step? It's more of like a scientific desire to understand the world. But now you're finding yourself wanting to dive a little bit deeper. Like, what if I allow myself to go into that unknown energy a little bit and talk about it and express it? This is the time to do that, Capricorn. Nice. There's quite a few Capricorns here. Love that. So you guys tell me if that resonates with you, but that is where this new moon is happening for you. And we've got two more, Aquarius and Pisces. For Aquarius, if you are an Aquarius, let me know. This new moon is happening in your second house of finances and material possessions. So what you're desiring more is to bring more comfort into your life. So this could be like, maybe you're like getting a bunch of like books about spirituality or a new topic that you've never discovered, because Aquarius loves to learn and likes to know new things and likes to be aware of the bigger picture, and they tend to be very humanitarian and care about the issues and the issues of the world and humanity. And so I feel like with having Pisces in your second house, like Pisces brings in the spiritual to your like material life, or to the third dimension, your third dimensional reality. So what does that look like? Maybe you're like building an altar for yourself. I actually would recommend, if you don't have an altar yet, Aquarius, that you build one right now. This is a good time to do that. And start, asking the, spirit to like communicate with you. This could also be that you feel abundance coming into your life when you focus on more of the spiritual side of things. And I think that's a really beautiful expression of this new moon. And for our last sign, Pisces, this is happening in your first house of the self. So this is about identity. This new moon, there's so much happening in Pisces right now. We've got the new moon, we've got the Mercury retrograde in Pisces. We also have Neptune in its home sign of Pisces, which Neptune is it's in a sign for about 13 years. So it's been in Neptune for a while, but having it in its home sign of Pisces, it's been in Pisces for a while, but having it in its home sign is actually a really big deal for all of us, because this brings up the natural flow of dreams and creativity and the expression of spirituality into the world, like out into the world. So for Pisces, you're going on a journey of discovering more of who you are, or uncovering more of who you are, or maybe diving deeper into something that you didn't know we're going to dive deep into. This is also a journey of maybe change and transformation of yourself and who you think you are and how you see yourself in the world. So Pisces, just do your best not to escape. If it feels uncomfortable, don't escape it. Just let yourself just be with it. That's what I would recommend for any Pisces peeps. All right. So we're going to get the ceremony started. I can feel my voice being like really hoarse. Okay, so here's how this works. I'm going to burn a little Palo Santo while I'm talking and create some sacred space by chanting some songs with my drum, my hand drum. I'm going to say a prayer to create sacred space after the songs. And then I'm going to do a reading, a tarot reading, a collective reading for everyone. And see what message the new moon wants to bring us. This Palo Santo smells really good. So if you have headphones, get your headphones on. You're welcome, Angelic Healing Trina. It is slowly happening. I am slowly healing. I'm very thankful for that. It's been quite a journey to go on. The sickness was part of my that transformation that I'm talking about. It was like literally part of me discovering something about myself that I didn't know before, but I'm really thankful for discovering it. And that's the beauty of big, powerful transitions in our lives. They help us see things from a higher perspective, which is definitely what Pisces is. Oh, by the way, now that I'm standing up, I want to show you guys, I'm actually featuring this mala. This is a tantric mala that I'm wearing. It's available on my Etsy shop. It still actually has the tag on it. But this tantric malas are, they help to kind of harness the energy of the crystals that they're made out of, and it infuses your aura with that energy of the crystal. And and the reason it works is because of the spiral DNA design that it has. This mala is called the Seat of the Soul Tantric Mala, and it's made with watermelon tourmaline and gold. So if you want to check that out, it's in my Etsy shop called Eagle Star Jewels on Etsy. There's a link in my website as well. All right. Here we go.
Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Feel yourself starting to calm your energy. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing deeply. And as you take in more oxygen into your body, allow every cell to be fed with this energy. And as I play the drum and chant these 4 sacred songs, allow them to enter into your energy field and start to cleanse those areas that need to be cleansed and released. We're going to focus on that today. When de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca, venado de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca, venado de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca, venado de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca. Sal venadito, sal a caminar, salta por el bosque, vamos a jugar. Hey, sal venadito, sal a caminar, salta por el bosque, vamos a jugar. Hey, venado de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca, venado de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca, venado de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca, venado de sangre azul, que viene del agua azteca. Sal venadito, sal a caminar, salta por el bosque, vamos a jugar. Hey, sal venadito, sal a caminar, salta por el bosque, vamos a jugar. Hey, si te esperas en el fuego, 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 como las águilas, tus alas levantarán, como las águilas, tus alas levantarán. Caminarás y no te cansarás, correrás, no te fatigarás, nuevas fuerzas tendrás, si te esperas en el fuego, 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 como las águilas, tus alas levantarán, como las águilas, tus alas levantarán. Caminarás y no te cansarás, correrás, no te fatigarás, nuevas fuerzas tendrás, si te esperas en el fuego, si te esperas en el fuego, si te esperas en el fuego, si te esperas en el fuego. Great Spirit, thank you for this opportunity to be in conscious presence with you. Thank you for our life, our gifts, our abundance, our friends, and our family. In this moment, I would like to call in my spirit guides, angels, and teachers from past, present, and future to come and hold space for us here. I ask for your assistance to awaken in us the awareness and intuition to be able to receive your beautiful messages. We ask that you clear our energy and the energy of the space around us, and I ask that you be with us during this ceremony. Thank you. I call in the spirit of the south, the great serpent energy, to join us today. I ask that you help to activate in us the Kundalini energy that rises from our root chakra to our crown chakra. I ask for the blessing of connection to my higher self, my spirit, my soul, through and beyond my crown chakra. Thank you. I call in the spirit of the west, the wise, all-knowing jaguar energy, to join us today. I ask that you please help create a shield of protection around us. I ask that you help us to navigate the rivers and caves of our subconscious mind and help us to unlock the codes to set our being free of old habits, patterns, and stories. Thank you. I call in the spirit of the north, the beautiful, full of life hummingbird, to flutter around us and remind us of the power to connect to the wisdom of our ancestors. I ask that you help us to see the beauty all around us and teach us to be flexible on our path to spiritual freedom. Thank you. I call in the spirit of the east, the condor and the eagle, the yin and the yang, the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy within us to rise. I ask for wisdom and guidance, for a light to show us the way forward. Teach us how to soar high above the clouds of doubt and insecurity that sometimes hover over our minds and hearts. Thank you. We call in the spirit of Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, the universe, and Mother Earth to hold us in sacred space, to support us unconditionally on our journey. I acknowledge your presence in my life, and I feel you loving me, supporting me, taking care of me, protecting me, guiding me, and illuminating my path. Aho.
Okay. Thank you, guys. That always feels better, right? Always feels better. And you're welcome. So we're going to pull some cards for this new moon. So what is the message that we need to hear collectively from this moon? You're welcome. So what is our intuitive message here, and what is our challenge for this moon? What's the overall theme for us? And wisdom from the ancestors. I also want to pull a spirit animal card and ask what spirit animal is guiding us through this new journey we're embarking on. You're welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to pull an archetypes card to ask for a theme. What is the theme for us collectively with this moon? Nice. The starborn. It's an egg in the universe. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So, the message from the tarot cards is Knight of Cups, Five of Wands, Ace of Crystals, and Knight of Cups. So the King of Cups is our intuition card. This is like, how can we kind of embody the energy of this new moon? It's beautiful because we literally got two cup cards, and the cups are all about feelings. It's water. It's the water element, which is Pisces. So the King of Cups is a master of his emotions. So is the Queen of Cups. So when you get to the King and the Queen, these are masters of that element. And this is a master of the element of water, which we can say is that Pisces energy, the emotions, the compassion, the heart. This is stepping into mastery of the heart. This is also reminds me of the Fifth Agreement. If you haven't read that book, it's a really good one to read. But if you haven't read the Four Agreements, read that one first before you read the Fifth Agreement. So we're stepping into mastery of our emotions. You can see in this card, he's like holding on to 2 cups. And you can feel the essence comes from his heart center. And there's compassion there. And that is what this moon is teaching us. It is bringing forth more intuition and more compassion with this beautiful Pisces energy. Now, the Five of Wands is the challenge. So this is interesting because the Five of Wands is about competition. It's like kind of like fighting. It's being in conflict with other people. And I think that the reason that this is a challenge is because when you step into a more compassionate space or a more heart-centered space, what can happen is people that are not ready or that are still resisting, right, the vulnerability, because Pisces is a very vulnerable energy. People that resist that vulnerable energy tend to reject the people that are openly vulnerable. And so they attack. And that is what I feel this message is for us. It's like, be careful in the sense of take care of yourself, like take care of your energy. If you are going with the flow of this moon and you're allowing yourself to become vulnerable and open-minded, then just know that there's energies out there that are not ready for that, and they will feel threatened by it. And so if that is the case, what you can respond with, because you don't want to react, but you want to respond with more compassion and more understanding, but also set the boundaries if you need to set a boundary, like this is not healthy for me. I would, I can't handle this. This is too much. And so I need to retreat. I need to do what I need to do to take care of myself. And so we need to just remember that, like, even though we're like, yes, love and, open heart and vulnerability and it's all yay, we're happy. Like, no, it's not always like that for people. And there's still even a lot of us who are even watching this video or the replay, many of us are going through some really tough shit, like in our lives, some really tough things in our life. And it's not easy to go through those energies. Vulnerability seems like it's a happy space, but it's not when you think of all the things you have to let go of. And when you think of the people who are still like maybe at a beginning stage of the journey of releasing and letting go, like you remember, if you're further along, I guess you could say, do you remember the first time that you realized you were kind of causing your own pain and your own misery, and you had to start to choose differently? Like that's an ego death. That's like Chiron and Aries. He's teaching us how to heal our ego wounds. So if you remember the first time that you were there, like you probably got triggered, and there's probably things that still trigger you. And this journey, you have to remember, it's a beautiful journey, but it's not always easy. And so when you have respect for the journey and you understand it, that's when the compassion comes in, right? That's when you truly understand, because you know, like, well, I do know what that person is going through. Or I know what I'm going through. I'm just going to give myself a little more space from those that don't accept me and what I'm trying to do with my life. Because we're moving in a new direction and not everybody's going to like it. The overall theme for all of us is the Ace of Crystals. So this is like the Ace of Pentacles. This is the beginning of abundance in our lives. This is a journey of bringing in. What I see in this card, I see Uranus and Taurus. I see, oh, thank you, I made them. I see Uranus and Taurus teaching us and encouraging us to build that new world, because the crystals is the earth element, or the pentacles is the earth element, and it's that Taurus energy. It's earth, earth grounding, earth wisdom. It's connecting to the cycles of the earth. It's understanding at a deeper level. It is beginning to build. Remember I said put the bricks, get the glue and start putting the bricks together with a consistent way. That is what this overall theme is for us. We need to be consistent in our world of building. And the wisdom from the ancestors is the Knight of Cups. This is beautiful because the Knight of Cups brings you a full cup. This is our spirit guides, angels, teachers, ancestors. They're bringing us a full cup. Like, they're like, look, this is the emotional world. This is the world of dreams. This is the world of like magnificent, amazing things like drink, you know? The cup is full, like drink from this. Drink from this energy. And that's what they're bringing us right now. And it is your choice whether to drink from the cup or not. Two animals came up for us, the swan and the elephant. Oh, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that donation. So the swan and the elephant. The swan is about grace. The elephant is about removing obstacles. And it's the swan is water element, the elephant is earth element. So it's very interesting how these two animals came in. The swan, if you think about the story of the ugly duckling, right? Well, the ugly duckling, he's an ugly duck because he's really not a duck, right? He's really a beautiful swan. And so he gets made fun of, and you know, he gets treated poorly and rejected and all this stuff. But then when he finally matures to like his swan nature, you see like the grace and the beauty. And it reminds me of the journey that we are on. It is going from feeling like that ugly duckling energy to like being in our full grace. That's the swan. And that's why the swan is a beautiful guide, animal guide for us for this moon, because we're stepping into grace. That Five of Wands energy that I'm talking about, those like sort of attacks and conflicts and things coming at us from all directions. When you are in grace, you don't even like see those things. Not that you ignore them, but they don't trigger you because you have that full understanding. And then the elephant, he's the placer of obstacles and also the remover of obstacles. He places obstacles on our path so that we can not go in the wrong direction, to steer us in the right direction. And he removes obstacles also because he believes in us. And the elephant is so big and so strong, it just kind of plows through. So you could follow that elephant forward. Like it'll pave the way for you to move forward towards your dreams and your desires. The last card I'm going to reveal is the Starborn card, which is like the theme for us for this moon. So give me a second while I find it. It is deep understanding. I love that. The Starborn. All right. So the Starborn is the divine child, the star child, the destined, an elusive yet radiant aspect of the self. The Starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are set to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. Well, they're talking about astrology. The Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. That's Pisces. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insights. What did you desire when you were young? Ooh, I really like this. This is calling in the inner child to come and take over. Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view rather than as a series of logistics. Read the story of the three fates. Ooh, what is that story? I don't know that story. And envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. That's beautiful. I really like this card. I think it's a very, very fitting message for all of us right now. We all have a purpose. We all have a destiny. That's the point. And it unites us all because this is the destiny of humanity. It's not just the destiny of us individually. This says, have your chart read, study your constellated shape, ask questions. What does the process conjure in you? Faith or mistrust? What would happen if you saw the galaxy as your ally? Ooh. When this card appears, don't be surprised if you receive a surge of desire for a long-lost dream. Wow, this is crazy. One you haven't visited since childhood. Let the desire shake you up. I love this too. Wow. Okay. Clear as day, clear as night, as a starry night, this message. I love this. So I'm feeling like I don't think I can actually sing tonight, you guys. I apologize. I was planning on it, but I'm like, it's just not going to happen. I'm just going to hurt my voice more and hold back the process of healing. I think in, a week or so, I'll be able to kind of start singing again. But I thank you guys so much for being here and participating in this beautiful ceremony. Let's burn a little palo to close the sacred space. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, the 7 directions, and the animal spirits for being with us today during the ceremony and ritual. Please continue to watch over us as we travel along our daily life. We release you now. Satnam. Awesome. Yeah, I was really excited to do this ceremony. And yeah, it's okay. It's okay that I can't sing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Dawn, Alexa. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Christina. Yeah, you guys, download my free moon astrology guide and sign up for my newsletter. If you haven't yet, you can do so. There's a link in the description of the video. When you sign up for the newsletter, you get the free moon astrology guide. And check out my new course called Woman and the Moon. You can find all that information on my website and check out my Etsy shop. I'm going to start making some new stuff I'm really excited about. Especially, I'm going to make some more moon goddess necklaces. I've been kind of inspired to do that. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Mels. We will see you all very, very soon. And I hope you have a beautiful new moon. Make sure you set your intentions. What is it that you want to achieve for this next month? Satnam. Satnam. See you guys soon.